Yo, what is up, friends, foes, and members of the Omni Council? My name's Daimien Kamiya, I am the Omni King. Sorry for the delay and everything and the pushback. So remember how I was telling you that I was doing stuff on my computer? I was doing the first thing on my computer and I had two things to do. Well, that first thing literally just finished before this stream. Remember how I mentioned it like 2 weeks ago? Because there was just a lot, it was a lot of stuff I had to go through. I had to get it, which took multiple days of downloading. Then I had to sift through it, which took like a week of sifting through and rendering and shit like that. And it literally, the last file finished like probably an hour ago. I'm not even kidding. My computer was running non-stop for days processing this shit. To the point that the program I was using, I actually had to go into my settings and restrict core access so it wouldn't lag or, damage my machine for how long it was running for. I still have a shit ton of stuff to do, and as a matter of fact, I even added more stuff to my plate, so I'm probably going to be busy for the next week or two doing all this stuff as well, but hopefully I'll get it all done before May, and I end up going to my morning shift job full time and everything. And I'll tell you, so before I get into the story, let me go through my spiel again. At 500 subs, I will be replaying Pokemon XG Next Gen, a mod of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and I'm going to be running a weather team. The weather team will be selected by viewers. If you are interested in that, please feel free to subscribe. I've already lost one subscriber since I've started doing this. I am more likely to go under 400 than I will ever get to 500. So I look forward to that. Maybe I might make this my 400 sub goal if that happens. Anyway. So what? Yeah, so the position I got, there were actually 2 slots, and I was third in line to get them. The second person had to reject it because of just family issues, from my understanding. But there's such a contrast between me and the other guy that got it. Everyone's congratulating me. I'm ecstatic. I'm super happy. People recognize and know I'm happy. I've had several managers congratulate me because they know how much I've wanted this. Another guy, he's not a manager, but he has sway with his words. He's just a guy that works hard and is well respected. He even said let me know, I'll get you a cupcake before you, by your last shift. Or something like that. But I don't think I've heard the other guy get anything other than just a few basic congratulations. A, he's not talking about it a whole lot. B, he really doesn't care. I don't think. He wants more hours, but he's not, me, this is my career, not my job. For him, it's likely just a job. He can do the work, don't get me wrong, but he's not fast. He's actually he's someone I like to describe as someone that likes to mosey. And if you've never heard the verb of moseying, it's the moseying is basically the walking pace they use in westerns. Where they kind of walk with their legs forward, right? That's a mosey. I've always used that term for anyone that works like they don't care. They work very slowly, they take their time, they move, our industry isn't about going slow, right? We gotta get as much done as possible. He's one of the people that complain about not having enough time to get work done. It's dude, you move at half the speed. Don't fucking complain that you can't get your shit done. And I'm not saying because there's another guy where I work that legitimately has perfected the art of working as fast as he needs to. And I don't mean he works fast. I would argue he generally works slower, but he could work fast. he's someone that can almost gauge exactly the speed he needs to go at to get just what he needs to get done and nothing more. It's actually kind of incredible of a talent, not gonna lie. Not that I approve of it, but yeah, this other guy, we're gonna go to mornings and we're gonna get 2 entirely different receptions. And the thing is, I don't think this guy realizes it. You know, like me, I'm a former assistant manager, so I'm 100% aware of this. But like, he probably might not be. Reputation's gonna fall. Like, no person that was considered for this position was just hired on the spot. No, was grabbed on the spot. No. Whoever was hiring them, in this case it was the morning assistant, would very much likely talk to the night assistant and maybe some of the managers to get a grasp over the the person's performance, right? There's a running joke that my night assistant and some of the managers are literally not going to let me go without a fight because of how hard I work. I'm one of the best workers on the night shift. And they really don't want me to go. My assistant always constantly says this, like, no, like, truthfully, I'm always on the side of, like, your growth, like, whatever's better for you. Right? And I always go, yes, but you're absolutely still gonna miss having me on nights. And she goes, absolutely I am. So, like, I'm well respected with, like, I would one-man a 2-person department. I got the area I'm in now. I actually hurt myself again. I think I pulled a muscle in my groin. And it's causing testicular pain. Yay! Because that fucking is great. I thought it was like a lifting thing hurting, because lifting can also cause testicular pain, but I woke up this morning with a little pain, like kind of in my groin, in between my left thigh-ish area, and I realized I probably pulled a muscle. Like, the area I'm in now has to do a lot of awkward lifting and moving and stuff, and I probably pulled it doing that. Keep in mind, the first time I ever worked in this department, back in August, I sprained my knee. So, I am not without injury in this area, but now that I know it's just probably a pulled muscle, I should be fine. I just gotta be careful. Taking some medication. I got some ointment. Hopefully that'll help. But yeah, there's a huge different reception between me and this other guy. And I can tell you, we are going to get vastly different opinions over what's to be done. The guy that offered me the cupcake, I asked him, like, what's it like? And he goes, like, it's a really different cup of tea, because, like, on nights we just clean up and then we merch and clean up and then go home. But on mornings you have about 4.5 hours to basically just get as much shit done, and then in the last 15 minutes you're just basically rushing to clear the floor so that customers can come in. It is apparently really intense. Like, no one does like garbages and stuff. It's crazy from what I'm told. So he's like, those first 4-5 hours of your shift, you legitimately won't even see them. And then he goes, like, and then after that you'll kind of just be a little bored out of your mind, because I'm a stalker, and we stalk before and after before opening and after closing majorly. So after we're open, it significantly diminishes the amount of work I can do per my job description. So there'll be like cleaning and just like other small things. They'll probably, like, if there's anything I can stock, like one at a time, rather than just throwing a shit ton of stuff down and then... But anyways, I say we get into Onirism now. Might not be a very long stream today. I apologize for that. No joke, I was up till like 7. The reason, so, like, I didn't mean to delay the stream. As a matter of fact, I not only meant to stream on time, I legitimately meant to go for a walk before stream. I didn't go to sleep until 7 a.m. because I was trying to figure something out that I ended up not even being, I wasn't even able to figure out at all, period. So I feel like I just kind of wasted several hours, and then I woke, but because I went to sleep at like 7, I woke up at 1, and I still didn't change the stream, but when I woke up and I realized where the pain was, I'm like, oh, you know what, I gotta go get some ointment. I should probably get an energy drink too, which I just finished, just to try and perk me up a little bit. Chocolate milk was also on sale, so I got one of those. Alright, sorry. Game's loaded now. Let's switch over to it. So if I want to throw in... Apparently there's a new level in Super Adventure Box. I haven't touched it yet. Well, I can actually discover it together on stream. In Guild Wars 2, by the way. And I'm thinking of leaving it because... Guild Wars 2 has, I'm just waiting a bit for like guides and stuff to update, because why not? Alright, where am I? So that's not accurate, right? My hair is blowing with the wind. In an enclosed chamber. Okay. I remember specifically changing my loadout to this Tartarus. Razer. Perfectly functional software that never has any issues whatsoever. You know, since Synapses 2, when everything actually worked perfectly. here we go.
Carol, where were you? By the time I changed, you were already gone.
I was looking for clues about the corporation when I met that general woman with all her gears and cogs.
Aeon? Why was she in the marshmallows?
I'm not sure. I just wanted her to tell me where my bun was. Then she started talking about that whoever.
Sinistris? The king's brother that lives in the cursed forest? The one behind the attacks on the realm?
He seems to be playing with the nightmare or something. I still need to go to the cursed forest to recover the book that was stolen from me in Alhipte.
I'm coming with you. What? I need to ask Sinistris a few questions.
Certainly not, my prince. It's way too dangerous out there.
I'm not asking for your permission. I need to know. While Carol looks for her book, I'll confront my uncle. Is that okay, Carol?
Always happy to team up with you, Blubby.
In that case, we're coming too. Yes. We won't let you go alone, Your Majesty.
Now all we need is a way to get there.
I think I have an idea.
Huh?
All right. Do I have the map open for this? There are upgrades on this map. All right.
Is everyone comfy?
It could be better.
Let's go!
Why are we alone, but 3 of them are in another?
Blubby? Blubby? I hope he's okay. Now, I've got a book to find.
All right, where am I? I see. I see where I am. Map won't move, but I see where I am. There's an upgrade not too far from here. Hmm. Oh, what the fuck? How long does this last for? I don't know about this icicle gun. The fact that it's semi-automatic is making it really annoying to figure out. How does this one work? The fuck is attacking me? Let's try this one for a bit. Now, I know where I am, I gotta backtrack. Oh, I see. You come out and see that, and it's meant to scare you, even though that's all it is. Alright, where is this thing? Oh, there we go. More fireworks. How do I get under there? I got the chest, I just can't pick up the item. Like, how are you supposed to fit under here? Oh, weapon's gone anyway, so it doesn't matter. Probably gonna stream until like 8:30. So give myself a good like 4 hours to play the game. Oh, come on. Burn, melt. Face the darkness! There's another upgrade around here somewhere. Face the darkness! Get poisoned! Hey, remember that game where you could poison a zombie? There it is. Hi, buddy. There's a Merlin on my floor. Oh. That's nice. Goodbye. Face the power of darkness. Oh, fuck off. Is there any way to be immune to this shit? Because this is just annoying. Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. This would be an achievement. Get a certain amount of kills as Zombie Carol. Oh, we're off. Oh, wrong button. Well, there's going to be a lot of guys that do not know what the fuck is happening. Why can I not move the map? Okay, I'm going the right way, though, I think. I can't fucking see. I found a key. Okay, so I got a key. There's 2 locked doors, and neither of them open with the key. All while barely being able to see the map. What do I do? Fuck it. We're gonna backtrack because I don't feel like I can go this way at all. There's a chest. Thank you for pearls I don't need. Oh. Is that what the key was for? I don't know where you guys keep coming from, but can you stop? There we go, more ammo. Oh. Hop down. Boom tube. Hey, Apex, I didn't see your message before you deleted it. Sorry. Apologize for not catching it right away. Not gonna lie. Between playing the game and being so used to no one being in chat, I do periodically forget to look at chat. And that is something I do need to work on. Like, no joke, I can go through a whole week with maybe getting half a dozen comments. Almost all of them come from Lizreal. So... Oh, there we go. We got power on. Can I go down here? There's the chest. What is it? Oh, it's a gadget chest. Foldable turret. I don't need that. All the the wiki shows all the gadgets found here, and they're all stuff I could have bought in, like, levels ago. I'd get the throwing axe and scissors, which, by the way, were found in the first level of the game. Oh, fuck, I gotta go back. Please still be there, please still be there, please still be there. There we go. Alright, gauntlet time. Oh, more bionicles. And this is why broccoli test is quite broken. We're just gonna have to discover whether it'll outlast the challenge. Yep. Absolutely did. Thank God they were all relatively easy to kill enemies. Could have been tankier enemies. Like, normally these things usually have at least, like, one big boss. Like, one big guy in them. But it just seemed to be entirely bionicles. Asshole. Fear the power of darkness. No, wrong way. Oh. Hi, zombie. Don't zombify me, please, zombie. Raggies is coming up soon. We can see what's available at the shop and what I can change my outfit to. I'm a little confused as to why they put a toy box there, though, when Raggies is literally right here.
What can I do for you?
So we have a water pistol. Let's give that a shot. And then sawed-off boomstick duel. This seems to have high fire rate, accuracy. Check that out.
Come back anytime.
Weirder things.
Looks good on
Witch student. That's Harry Potter. Brutal. Is that?
Looks good on you.
Glam.
Looks good on you.
Vampire Hunter.
Good.
Evil Nurse.
Nice look.
Harlequin.
Looks good on you.
Intensive Careless Unit.
Good on you.
Jester.
Looks good on you.
Nurse Smoochies.
Nice look.
Harriet.
Looks good on you.
Pyro Barbarian.
That looks good.
Bunny Mancer.
Nice look.
Oh, look how they had a credit on that one too. Ghost Hunter.
Looks good on you.
And Spooky Spectre.
Good.
Alright, let's check out costumes here. Kind of want to go a onesie route. So we can go the Garagura way. Glitch again.
Come back when you want, my pumpkin.
There's 3 Carols right now. This glitch occurs anytime you try to hover over a onesie. I can't fucking see anything. I have to save and reboot. Or at least try and go back to the main menu. sec here, sorry.
Always a pleasure to see you, Carol.
It didn't fix the fucking bug!
Where's my pumpkin?
Gotta relaunch the whole game. Alright, come on. Oh God, is it actually? Oh my God, I'm in the game.
Welcome to my mobile shop.
I really like the pink nurse outfit. Say what you want, but I just think it's really cute. I'm probably just gonna run that. Oh, that one's not bad. I should pull this one up when Lizreal comes into stream. See what he thinks of it. I loved my summer dress appearance. I thought that's probably the cutest outfit I had. Okay, haircut. Hey, Lily. Oh, you have no idea the extent of cuteness in this game. Oh my God, some of the outfits are impeccable. I kind of like that one, maybe? I don't know. No, pastel pink candy. That's it. That's what we're going with. Do we want any accessories? Do these overlap with the current ones? They do. So I can wear these instead if I wanted to. I think I can also take off the face mask too, right? I can. Oh, trust me. You haven't even seen the costumes. I'm still scrolling. Halfway. There's also a lot of references, too. Like, hey, there's a space marine. I like this dress. This was one of my favorite dresses. Vampire Hunter. Hey, you remember that Mortal Kombat reference in for a little girl? There's Samus. There's tons of onesies, but I'm not going to highlight over them because they bug out the viewing model. I actually just had to restart my game because of it. By the way, I want to point out with the dresses. There's physics for the dresses, Lily. I didn't realize this looking at the screen, but when I equipped a dress in a previous area, it flows with the wind and with your motions. Like, the dress actually moves physically. It made everything look so much better. This is the default, by the way. This is like what you start the game in. I didn't realize I had a pink mage. There's pink princess. I think it's the one I ran earlier. Hey, who do you think that is? What do you think this outfit is referencing, Lily? Platforming pro. And then there's Not Stirred. And then there's an outfit called Shaken. There's Monster Hunter. You know, based off the classic Pokemon. Lunar Mage. I don't know what the mage outfits are based off of, but I get Mona vibes from Genshin, but I know it's not. Though the Boom Mage is obviously a reference. There's Little Red Riding Hood. There's Reptile. Librarian Warlock. Jinkies. Who could possibly be Jinkies, right? It's obviously Scooby-Doo. No, wait, it's Shaggy. Holiday Operative. Harlequin. By the way, I've kind of cheated in currency because I was tired of grinding for it. So I actually do possess, like, all the purchasable outfits. There's a few more you have to find, but due to bugs in the game, I can't get them all right now. There's Ghostbusters. Frozen Princess. Firefighter. I sent this one to my VTuber mama, Min, because she's French. And the funny thing was, is she's like, yeah, the stereotypical French look. And I go, you know, the devs are French. And she goes, oh. Evil Nurse. Oh, I didn't realize the eyes went dark. Ooh, I ran Duffel Coat before. There's, is that Coco reference? Elven Mage. Cootie Slayer. I think that's a Doom Guy outfit. You know, a colored version of it. There's Sub-Zero, Chosen. Bunnymancer, I just bought this one. So, by the way, plot of the game, Lily, is you play as a little girl whose plush bunny was stolen, and you're going through this entire fantasy world wielding variety of types of guns to try and get your bun back. That is the plot of the game. Boom Mage. There's the reference. That is Megumin. And there's also a character in the game that is also a reference to Megumin. Beach Day Artist. And then we got all the these. Yeah, there's a lot of outfits. Wood Elf, which student? Oh yeah, this one I just got. That's clearly Hogwarts. Tourist. That actually... When did I get this? And why am I just noticing it now? That looks fucking adorable. You know what? Fuck it. We're running Tourist. It can be pretty intense at times, I'll say that. But you could also just play it on a lower difficulty if you really had to. I'll also admit I cheated when certain things got frustrating. I used kind of like a moon jump cheat. Like the nurse outfit's cute and everything, but I think this one definitely fits the area. You know, this high, colorful vibe. I think really fits into the aesthetics of a zombie graveyard, because, you know, being a vibrant tourist definitely fits the zombie graveyard vibe. There's so many weapons, by the way, Lily. So there's 4 ammo types. You have soapy water. You have foam dart. You have energy, which is effectively your battery, and you have fireworks. And then you have your default, which is a hairdryer, which you can get upgrades for. Your default melee is an umbrella. Weapon-wise, though, here's all the weapons I own right now. They all do a variety of different things. Some are doubles. Like, I think these 2 are just reskins of each other. They all do a variety of different things. They all have different stats. So you'll definitely find a weapon you like. Some weapons, like the Skull Booper here, are melee-oriented. Like Warhammer is also melee-oriented. One thing, if you are going to get this game, Lily, if you go to the wiki for it, the Onirism wiki, definitely make sure you're watching so on the wiki, every area in the game has a map. They have a map on each area's wiki page that identifies where items and stuff are on the map, chests, etc. Make sure you're using it to get upgrades, because upgrades add ammunition, increase your maximum ammunition, health, etc. The health and stamina is one thing, but I am running out of ammo on guns, and I have more than double the starting game ammunition. So if you do not pick up ammunition upgrades, it could be really difficult. There is a lot of there are some references with weapons too. Like, I'm pretty sure the staff I'm using, the fireworks staff I'm using, Crimson Staff, is like, because it's just an explosion. It's kind of, I feel like it's a reference to Megumin, maybe again. Someone really like Konosuba. Some of them are just like children weapons. Like, this is an elven pencil launcher, so it shoots pencils. I love this one. Uzbi. Instead of an Uzi, it's an Uzbi. It's an Uzi, but with a USB head. That's such a creative weapon to me. Chainsaw is actually really good. I goofed on this thing early on, but then I actually started using it. Holy fuck. So what makes this such a good weapon is that it stun locks enemies. So you can basically just go up to a big enemy and just go until they die. My recommendation too, by the way, there's a crayon launcher, by the way. Definitely space out your ammo. Man, and make sure you have at least one weapon of every ammo type on you, just so you don't risk running out entirely. One second. Yep, sorry, my roommate's home. 1 second. Sorry, I just have to close my door when he gets home. The hairdryer does auto regenerate ammo, so it is an infinite ammo weapon. But a lot of your damage is really going to come off of your primaries. There's also just a lot of like references and stuff too. There's also some really interesting stuff too. So like the toaster here is a flamethrower, and yes, there is DOT. So like the toaster can burn enemies. However, true to form, the toaster does not work underwater. If you could believe that a flamethrower doesn't work underwater, that's actually kind of interesting, but it also made it really annoying when trying to run a burning weapon. I now run, my burning weapon now is, where is it? The chocolate burner. I just shoot molten chocolate at the target. Oh, and then where's the best weapon in the game? I gotta show it to you. There's some others too, like Tidal Whale. or the classic Janny's Fury, which is just a janitor's mop bucket. Where is it? Where is it? Should be here somewhere. It's a soapy weapon. I know it is. I've not used it because it's legitimately, it's actually one of the worst weapons in the game. There's a power washer, pop blaster. Why is it not here? I would say, though, each weapon, each ammo type kind of focuses, like, I would say that the foam dart is generally high crit, high accuracy type weapons. Not all the time, but that's just what I find. I find that the soapy water is generally more good on fire rate and ammo usage. Magic is generally, I would say, fire rate and accuracy. In all honesty, I would argue magic is more of weapons with interesting effects. And then fireworks is generally high damage. But usually, depending on the weapon, usually also high ammo usage. But I would recommend, like, spreading out your weapons, right? Like, so my water one here is just an automatic. This is a burn. This is a unique DOT effect. I just got this weapon that does darkness. This bow does poison. I'm telling you, between these three, it makes boss fights so easy because you don't need to keep constant pressure on the boss. I can just, like, shoot them with an arrow, and for the next 10 seconds, they're taking 5 damage. And then I just kind of alternate between these two to stack up more DOT. The last boss I fought last stream was a joke. Then just a tried and true classic shotgun sniper combo. Then I have another fully automatic with the firework here. And then I have the staff because it doesn't have travel time. And then you have gadgets too. I'm running a boom tube, which is sort of like a rocket launcher, and then nuclear broccoli test, which is basically one of the strongest weapons in the game. It just kind of like nukes the entire area, the entire map, everywhere on the map. Every enemy takes damage and then proceeds to be poisoned indefinitely as long as it lasts, and can just like clear the areas. I'm trying to find... If it's all automatic, I should be able to find it in P then, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's gone. Why is it gone? Did it get... What happened? So there's a weapon called the Poopy Blaster or something like that. It's legitimately just a garbage weapon. There was even a cutscene about a guy trying to sell it to you, literally saying it was a terrible weapon, but he's still trying to pitch it to you. Then there's Gumball Gauntlet Gun. But you will probably never experience much of the game, Lily, because if I know you well enough, you'll probably just be farming money for all the accessories. Oh! And while I'm here, like let's take a small break and I can show you some stuff. Because there's another thing a lot of the earlier levels did. And if you might be familiar with it, but I don't want to tell you. I want to show you. Oh, wait. I might need to actually do this.
What you want, my pumpkin?
This will be a nice break from pace anyways. I also like the writing in this game. I've heard some people say it's but I like it. Carol is also very unapologetically herself. And she literally doesn't care as long as she just gets Bun Bun back. Hi. Bing. I will say the game's not perfectly optimized. There are some levels where it can take up to like 5+ seconds to load the map. Oh, and so you can buy a lot of shit in the game. However, you can also find a good chunk of it. So sometimes I might recommend, like, I definitely recommend exploring. You can also use the map on the wiki to try and find everything as well. Though keep in mind, I don't know what the game's completion sense is. Oh. The last time I was on this map, I had 96%, but I had found every single chest and upgrade in the area. I was also on a map where I reached 100%. But hadn't yet found everything. So I don't really know what's going on. By the way, also, very long game. You will get your money's worth out of this. I am not even close to the end, and I have 55 hours in this game. And keep in mind, I also cheated to shorten out, like, the grinding for money and shit. Hi. If you're interested, the link for the game is in my bio. If you just want to jump to Steam. It's only on Steam right now, but I'm sure that's probably not particularly a problem. So who you gonna marry in Rune Factory 3? We need to talk about this. Because now you're actually playing a Rune Factory game I've played. So I need to know if I need to criticize you or not. All right. So I'm in a bonus level. While it may not be obvious, it becomes significantly more obvious in some of the other bonus levels. But all these bonus levels, teleporter included, are all Crash Bandicoot references. Some of the levels are basically like straight out of Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, the 1.0 of this game just came out. I'm going to point out, though, once again, it is a bit buggy. Also, game apparently has co-op, too. I've not seen much of it, but apparently the game has co-op. Pia first? Pia's a good choice. I'd only criticize you if it was Shara. Even though she's probably, like, the default relationship in that game, I do not like Shara. We've been over this, but I do not like Shara. Wow, I never got the Streamstone. Wow. I only looked this up just to see, like, hey, I can show Lily one of these Crash Bandicoot-based levels. Did not think I was actually gonna get a collectible I missed. And this is also a complete joke because of some of the upgrades I have. Like, you don't start with double jump or the umbrella glide. I unlocked those, so it makes them it makes this level, like, super easy now. I found her very manipulative. I don't think her design is bad either, but I just found personality-wise her being very pushy and manipulative. Alright, now the sad thing is you can only fast travel from Raggy's shop, so you actually have to head back to Raggy's shop if you want to fast travel. There are also some really interesting mods for this game. One guy made a shit ton of mods just for convenience sake. Like, one made it so, like, there's a mod apparently where you can adjust your inventory whenever, not just at like a toy chest. Which is nice if you want to change your guns around a lot. There's another one that changes one of the gadgets from a bomb into a vehicle deployer. So you can deploy any type of vehicle wherever you want, whenever you want. It can kind of break the game, though, because you can spawn a flying vehicle in a level not designed for it, meaning that you can kind of just bypass a lot of problems. There was a mod that got taken down, though, because the internet is fucking horrible and terrible. Some guy made a mod that allowed you to kind of customize and create your own outfits, right? That sounds really cute, you know? There's this really cute character with a lot of costume customization, and someone's like, hey, let's let people make their own stuff. until someone realized, hey, I can also use that mod to let's just say remove stuff. And once that was discovered, the original mod maker just took down and destroyed any trace of his original mod.
What can I do for you? Come back when you want, my pumpkin.
I wouldn't say it's a big community. It's kind of just like one guy that made a shit ton of mods. To be honest, though, at the very least, it shows the credibility of the original mod maker, that once he realized, like, the extent of what his mod could do, he dropped the shit out of it. Alright, so we have melee swap mod. So yeah, so there is 7 mods for the game. 6 of them were made by one guy. So we have Dream Shop mod, which makes one particular shop in the game sell every item in the game. And it says plus many new ones. And, tons of unused items are also available, which lay hidden in game's code and normally cannot be obtained. And then he made a big guns mod where all the weapons in the game are bigger and you can change to various different sizes. The Unique creator made a story mode spell book. So there's different game modes in this, and one of them is Tales. And it adds the storybook, the spell books from the Tales maps into story mode. I don't know what those are, though. I've not done Tales. Player model swap, which just allows you to change Carol, the main girl, into any other notable models. And then vehicle spawn, I talked about that. Backpack mod, I talked about that. And then melee swap mod, which can change the umbrella into a variety of different melee weapons. I almost kind of want to install some of these. One sec. And I'd love to create mods. There are some games. My top 3 favorite games of all time, I would love to create mods for. Crosscode, Final Fantasy XII, and Kingdoms of Amalur. In Crosscode, I'd want to make a mod. So, in Crosscode, you play as a girl named Lee. You're basically playing a girl that is inside an MMO game. So it's kind of a little Inception there. But inside that MMO are a variety of classes. Now, you play the Spheromancer, which is the most generally basic class. Like, they're basically a jack of all trades, but master of none. Which is why they're the least preferred class players choose in that world. However, I would love to make a mod that kind of emulates the ability to play as the other classes. That would be kind of really cool. And then in Final Fantasy 12, I'd like to modify gambits around a little bit, add in some options just to increase customization as to how things play. I'd also like to add in a few trinkets that could do some stuff, such as remove or modify elemental damage on weapons. That would be a neat thing to do. And then in Kingdoms of Amalur, I've talked about this one. I want to fucking overhaul the entire skill trees. You have finesse, you have might, and you have sorcery. And each of them does different things, and they all have different weapons. I would add in a new weapon for each class, especially since they're generally already coded. I would add in... So staff is in the game. I would change staff to be more of a melee weapon with elemental damage. And then add in a new weapon called Focus that would basically do staff's pre-existing weapon damage. Spear is in the game, but it's not usable by you. So I would get that on the might tree. And then for finesse... I would reduce the overcomplicated nature of how bow works in that game, and then add in hand-to-hand, since you can use that if you don't equip the weapon, but add in, like, gauntlets or something to kind of complement it. And then just change around how some of the skills work to balance them better. I would also balance how some of the fates and classes work, just so the final one isn't so fucking overpoweredly broken. Yeah, backpack mod definitely sounds the most interesting to me. Oh, they're all manual downloads, though. I can't download. I'm kind of interested in the shop mod, because it'd just be nice to just buy everything. The vehicle spawn mod is great, because the gadget it replaces is garbage anyways. And then maybe story mode spellbooks. Again, I don't know how those work either. The Dream Shop mod sounds great, but the problem is it does add in It does add in weapons that aren't in the default game. It says, so it's like, items that cost 100 pearls are fully supported and will continue to work if you go back to normal, go back to vanilla. Items that cost 250 pearls are partially supported and will not work properly after uninstalling. Items that cost 500 pearls are partial too, but most importantly, they're cheat weapons you may not want. Well, manual install is not that hard. I just prefer... I just kind of prefer automatic. It's just easier. What, you mean Raggy? Or Rags? Well, I think her name's Raggy, right? Her VA sounds very familiar, but this is an indie game, so I don't know how to search for it. But I get the vibes that it's Alice from Genshin. I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me. But anyways, let's go on. Let's take our tourists. I'm at summer camp right now, of course. And I'm happy I got a Dreamstone. Alright, let me get this up. Alright. There is a upgrade coming up soon, so... Face the power of darkness! Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, okay. So here's a really cool thing. That's a zombie. Watch. Hey, I'm a zombie now. I guess picking up a health item cures you. Alright, so healing of any kind cures you. I didn't know that. Alright. I didn't actually show you some of the gadgets, by the way. I only showed you some of the guns. So gadgets are like your grenades and stuff, right? So you have the 500k canary, where it just drops a giant bird down, crushes things, and then the bird blows up. And then you have airstrike and stuff. So any image that has the plane means it's an airdrop. These are strong and actually really good, with one problem. The environment is important, meaning that the canary ability will not work indoors. No air. If you're in a level that is entirely indoors, none of the airdrop abilities will work. Caramel drops like crates and stuff. The fruity bomb, by the way, is the mod that has the vehicle spawn. The fruity bomb is what's modified to change to that. You have turrets, drills, glitter missile. I use for quite a bit. Glitter missile is almost like an airdrop, but it launches from your back, meaning it goes up to come back down. You can't exactly control where it lands. It always generally targets an enemy, though. But you can use it tactically indoors. Because it has to go up first, if you can hide under a low ceiling and use it, it'll go right up and hit the ceiling and just trigger on the spot. So I got the Holy Hand Grenade from Worms. I didn't particularly like it, not gonna lie. It didn't do the kind of damage I was hoping. Some of these aren't great. Love Bracer is lifesteal, but it only gets you 10 health back, which is basically useless under heavy pressure. Nuclear Broccoli Test, like I said, it's basically just a nuke. Perfume Bomb, I believe, is like it's like a napalm grenade. Pico Axe is a throwing bomb. Rolly Bomb, this is another Crash Bandicoot reference. You basically just bowl out a bomb. Scissors is kind of like a fan, like throwing out a fan of daggers. Then you got like 7, which is basically just a drone that shoots. Sprinkler is like an AoE damage field. There's not as many gadgets, but you don't need that many. DOS creates a portal. Water balloon I found to be generally one of the better just casual grenades. Sticky bomb's not bad if you want to make sure that, because like water balloon will blow up when it hits the target. Sticky bomb will stick to a surface, so it's good for like maybe a flying enemy or something up high or very mobile. There's a lot of creativity with this game. Devs did a great job. Oh, look, a bubble blower. Yeah, there's a lot of weapons to get and to try. Getting a new weapon doesn't instantly make it powerful, by the way. So sometimes it's just the style of the weapon, so it's always good to just like switch around and find out what works. Like I'm stubborn and just like to have my single loadout of weapons, but there are absolutely weapons that serve better in some areas than others. A good example is some weapons, like, for example, my chocolate gun. And pretty much every bow in the game, as sad as it is to say, have like projectile fall off, which make them not really great for long distance. even like my staff here, my bomb staff, has a maximum range for casting. So there's some weapons. Sometimes the stats up here is a bit misleading. I'm also going to say that this is just something that bothers me, and I really hope they implement it into the game, which is you can't really compare weapon stats. If I hover over this, right, it just switches the one spot, which kind of annoys me. Like if I wanted to say compare this to the dual splashers, right, I'd have to go cover the deck clear and then carefully bring my mouse into here and then look at the deck clear and then go to this and then just try to get a gauge for what's difference. This is one of the few flaws with this game. I really hope they add in the ability to compare weapons, because that would be like, even just like right clicking doesn't do anything on this menu, so right clicking would be a really nice, like I right click and then this locks in and then I can hover and it just pops something down here. It pops the second window here and I can compare this weapon to any other weapon. That would be really nice. I also wish like there'd be better ways to grind money earlier in the game to buy stuff. I'm not gonna lie when I say money grinding isn't really that easy in this game, and most of it doesn't come until like the good spots don't really come until like super late in the game. There is one spot where it's like you can get it, but it's like super late. Or no, there's one spot in the first level. It's another one of those teleporter levels, but you only get like 100 and something pearls a run, and it takes like, if you're good at it, like maybe 5 minutes to do. I'd say 3 to 5 minutes. And then when you get to weapon, like the nuclear broccoli test costs 3,000 pearls, and that's just one item. That, now it's one of the most expensive items in the game, but you know, like that, I'm just pointing out the general idea that while you can find some gear, it's not, some gear, by the way, is not always found in the level you can buy it in. The chainsaw, for example, you can actually get in 2 different chests, both in levels prior to even being able to buy it. However, there are some weapons that don't appear in chests until like 2 levels after you were able to buy it. Meaning that if you spent time to grind and save up to buy all the newly available weapons, well, now you kind of feel bad because you don't get anything out of opening the chest that has that weapon in it. It's not like a different skin. It's not, you don't get pearls to replace, nothing. It's so, but at the same time, some weapons are really useful early on.
Come back when you want, my pumpkin.
So it's a bit of a conundrum. And there's no way to like preview or test weapons. Where am I? Alright, well, there's a staff this way, based on what the map says. Not all weapons can crit, by the way. So generally the way I pick my weapons is I prefer weapons that crit, just because I'm a bit good at FPSs. So that's entirely up to a person's skill, I would say. If not, there's tons of weapons that don't require so like precision. But like I just prefer crit because I'm good at maintaining hitting crits. However, there are a lot of weapons that don't crit. So my decision on picking them is heavily dependent on what they offer me when they don't crit. Right? So this darkness weapon doesn't crit, but it provides me a very unique DOT, right? I'm pretty sure this gun doesn't crit, but it's a pretty decently strong secondary backup automatic gun. This doesn't crit, but it's a strong, powerful explosion attack. This I don't think crits either, but it's a burn, right? So sometimes you just gotta check, yeah. Now you might have to test a variety of weapons just to figure it out. Some weapons, like, I would honestly say any real automatic weapon would be fine. Like, you know what, let's go back to Raggy's, and, like, maybe I can recommend some weapons I think might be worth it. Honestly, I would recommend some weapons that are DOT-based, because then all you have to do is hit the target. So I would recommend anything that can burn, anything that can poison. This darkness weapon's great, but it's by no means necessarily easy to get. It's not one you can buy. You actually have to find it, and it requires some platforming.
What can I do for you?
But, like... So, like, some of these are all shotguns. The boomsticks are all shotguns. Doc rifle. Okay, can you guess where I found this? The Doc's rifle, Lumi? I'm curious if you can get an idea of where I found this. Okay, I'll let you make a guess. I found it in the western level next to a DeLorean. Why does this say no ammo use? That can't be right. Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, what the fuck is this? But generally speaking, I would suggest, at least until you get the hang of things, pick stuff that has decent fire rate and accuracy, because then you'll at least be more capable of shooting at what you're aiming at. I would not focus on really high accuracy type weapons like snipers, per se, because obviously they require a higher level of precision to use, and they're not so great at close range, especially if you don't know really how to use them. Certain weapons like minigun, I would say are pretty good too. Like this one you acquire for free at like almost basically plot related. There it is. Oh, I was looking at the wrong ammo type. It's the poopy popper. There it is. 0 accuracy, low damage, high fire rate, low ammo consumption, crits. What does this even do? I've never actually even used this. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's like Anarchy Gauge with none of the actual benefits of Anarchy Gauge.
Welcome to Rags.
Rocket launch or firework weapons are really good oh shit weapons. Bazooka's one of the earliest weapons you get in the game, and I actually kept this in my lineup for most of my time playing the game. It was pretty much not until I got the staff that I chose to replace it. Its travel time is a bit slow, but if you get surrounded, it's a very good weapon to switch to just go, fuck it. Once I got the boom tube too. Boom tube is kind of like a stronger version of the bazooka, so that also helped. Keep in mind though, the boom tube's a bit sketchy on how it aims. You don't really get to aim it like the bazooka. Yeah, a lot of these are just high-powered. Devastron, Statron, whatever it's called. This is also a really good one. It's a weaker version of the bazooka, but it has better fire rate. So I would say in some ways it's pretty good. Again, a napalm cannon and toaster are good just because they're burns. Napalm has fall off, while toaster is very close range though. So they can be a bit tricky to figure out. A really good weapon I'd also recommend too is the cluster launcher. Because it launches a very high-powered rocket, and then when that hits, it then falls into smaller grenades that also blow up. So especially for bigger targets, this could be really, really brutal. There are some weapons that are melee-oriented. Like, in all honesty, this one's not easy to get. This requires a lot of platforming and then fighting an optional boss. But the main damage on this sword doesn't use any ammo, and the ranged attack is and then the charge attack is a piercing slash that does quite a bit of damage. Generally, though, if you are going to use a crit weapon, 9 times out of 10, the enemy is weak in the head. It's generally consistent across all the worlds and levels where you go. But, like, that's another reason why I emphasize picking DOT type weapons. Like, you know, the toaster, you know, stuff like that. The chocolate gun. What's the bow I have? The bow is, I think it's just poison bow. Yeah, this was one of the earliest DOT weapons I got. You basically hit them once, and it lasts for quite some time. So it's worth, then you can switch to another weapon. Or if you really want to hide, you can just ding them, hide a little bit, and then ding them again, right? Kind of play a retreating gameplay style if, yeah, tons of options and weapons. Generally, I would say if the weapon doesn't crit, it has some type of mechanic around it. Which, like this one here, Dream Burst, is the opposite of the dart gun I have. Even harder to get, and it does burn. But the burn doesn't last very long. I will say, though, for Sniper, again, I said maybe not use a Sniper if you're not too familiar with shooting. But a Sniper's not bad to have if you're at a distance where you feel like you can try to take out enemies before they see you. That's pretty much why I have a Sniper. Or if an enemy is attacking you from very far away, and most of your guns won't reach, having a Sniper, like, no joke, the Sniper and shotgun I'm running are 2 of the earliest weapons you can get in the game. These are found really early on in the game. I think, like, I'm pretty sure, like, 2nd level early, like, really early. And then, like, I think probably about, like, after the first chunk of the game, like, you fight enemies that drop the Snowy Warfare, which is, like, I'd say a weaker Hydro version, or a soapy water version of the Sniper. Basically, this one has lower damage but higher crit. So the crit, and in the end, the crits don't do as much extra damage, and they rely more on crit to get damage dealt. But sadly, I wish the games broke down like what type of weapon stuff was. Like, I know this is a shotgun just by how it looks, but the game doesn't really tell you that kind of stuff, so you kind of have to just guess. But generally speaking, you can tell by the damage. If it's ridiculously high damage, it's probably a type of explosive. Or a shotgun. And you can generally tell shotguns are sleeker than explosive weapons. Snipers are generally long and sleek. If it has low damage, low ammo usage, it's probably an automatic. Anything that doesn't look like a gun is likely a melee weapon. Like, this is a melee weapon. Or probably close to it.
Come back when you want, my pumpkin.
Okay, it may not be an actual melee weapon, but also, you don't have to, so the game is in third person, but you don't have to, so you have to press right click to aim to use your guns. Left click just uses umbrella. The moment you right click, you can use your guns. There is an option to change right-click to take you into first person. I don't think you can permanently be first person, though. Yeah, FPS mode. You can key map a lot of stuff. My systems are running the game great, by the way. I don't know what these two are down here at the bottom, but I'm running on Ultra other than that, so. You can turn off hold aim, which means that aim will toggle. So if you just press right click, it'll just lock you into this until you press it again. Personally, to me, I don't like toggle just because there's a lot of stuff you can't do when... well, not necessarily in this game, but in some games, there's stuff you just can't do when your sights are aimed down. Now, I do keep toggle crouch on, though, because if you've ever played Minecraft, you know how devastating the weak pinky syndrome can be. Cool thing, though, is, so if you sneak in this game, it gives you a sneak radar. Oh, God damn it. Can we all fuck off? See, the game can go to hell quite quickly, by the way. And I gotta run all the way back here to heal. Because I'm also low in health. All saves, by the way, automatically heal you. You save at these lampposts. You can only save at these lampposts. There's no autosave to my knowledge. So you have those, you have these, which are toy boxes. These are where you can change your gear. Anything you've previously bought. Raggy's shop also contains a toy box, so I don't know why the devs put one this close to Raggy's shop. Raggy is also your only means of fast travel. When you go to her menu. So here, you can go here to talk to her. You can go to the toy box here, but you cannot talk to fast travel here. You actually have to talk to her and click fast travel. You can only fast travel to other Raggy shops, so if you've not discovered one, you cannot teleport to it. By the way, the map on the wiki does tell you where the fast travels are. Then there's these little, like, machines that, like, have tubes in them. Those are ammo refreshing machines. If you go up to one, you plunge your arm in, and you'll just get full ammo back for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And then there's machines that look like alchemy dispensaries. They can change up your potions. So, if you've seen down there, my Q button is, like, a pink bottle with a heart. There's 4 different potions in the game. I think 4 or 5. I picked the one that gets me health back because that's, to me, just the preferable one. But there's also, like, reduced damage taken, increased damage dealt. And then there's, like, movement speed. And then I think there's another one, but I forget what it is. Don't like that music. Oh, fuck. But if you're also, again, if you're not good at FPSs, I would also recommend maybe playing on, I think I'm playing on normal. But, like, you can always play on easy. There's no shame in playing on easy if you just want to enjoy yourself. Yeah. Keep in mind, I still have, like, 55 hours in the game. I still have about 6 levels left. And I just got to this one. Right, this is the Cursed Forest. Based on what the wiki says, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 areas left in the game. And then there's potentially still stuff to do. And then there's the arcade modes. Hunt, Tales, and Playground. Though there is no online mode yet. They're still working on that. S4 League? What's S4 League? I don't think I've heard of that. Where am I in comparison to... Okay. I knew where the chest is versus where I am, but... Here we go. Get poisoned! I see. I've never been into PvP. This is the staff. Staff of the Bundeads. Oh my god! Does it summon like kamikaze bunnies? By the way, if you ever find a weapon in a chest or out in the open, you need to pick it up. You can swap back to your old weapon, but it does not count as unlocked if you do not pick it up. So be very careful with that. Because weapons and stuff will despawn after some time. By the way, when you use the nuclear broccoli test, that happens in the background. And then once the explosion wears off, it turns a solid green. Because that's like... Say you're waiting to find a weapon instead of buying it, and then you forget to pick it up, and then you now have to buy it. And there's some weapons like that one there I'm pretty sure you can't buy. You might be able to buy it later, but I don't know. There are some weapons, like that sword I showed you before. That one you can't buy. You actually legitimately have to pick it up. By the way, I forgot to show you. So... when you crouch, you have that, like, stealth meter at the top. But if you aim your sights down, you go prone. And you can, like, roll and stuff. It's actually kind of cool. Took me a while to learn about that. Because it wasn't until a little bit later that, like, a stealth-type segment came in. But... oh, and then there's chests as well. So keep an eye on the chests. A... orange chest is just a normal chest. Oh, we got a bulkier guy here. Wrong weapon, wrong weapon, wrong weapon. Burn, please. And normal chests always contain, I think it's like 50 or 150 pearls. white chests are always weapons, and purple chests are always gadgets. Now, I don't think that's not to say that you can't get a weapon out of a regular chest, but generally the theme is white chest, weapon, blue chest, or purple chest is gadget, and, oh, and with gadgets, you need to make sure you're careful, because gadgets pick up on a cycle. So if I picked up a gadget, it would replace my boom tube, while moving my nuclear test to the boom tube slot. If I picked my boom tube back up, it would drop my nuclear test weapon. Boom tube would be in the F slot, and then the other weapon would be in the C slot. So if you pick up a gadget, you need to re-pick up your previous gadgets twice if you want to get them back. However, again, keep in mind that if you've ever picked up a weapon, it is free to re-equip at the toy box. So if you, once you pick something up, if you accidentally leave behind your old weapon, you can just go back to a toy box and re-get it. You don't have to re-buy it or anything. Once you've acquired it in any way possible, it is acquirable from the toy box. So I'm saying, like, that the backpack mod would be really nice because you can just access your toy box from anywhere. Oh, I gotta backtrack a little. There's an upgrade somewhere around here. I think it's up on that island over there. Oh, that guy died from the nuclear broccoli test. Also, weapon-wise, do keep in mind, firework ammunition is not the same as the others. So when you start the game, you have 30 ammunition on each of these. I'm pretty sure it's 30. 30 energy, 30 soapy water, 30 foam darts. I'm pretty sure you only have, like, 10 fireworks. So in this case, I've found, I think, more upgrades for, because fireworks upgrade by 2 while everything else upgrades by 5. I found more firework upgrades than everything else, I think, because this is, I've gotten 60 off of this, which is 12. I've gotten 32 on this, which would be 32 divided by 2 is 16. 16, yeah, so 16 of them. Yeah. Well, generally, you're not relying on fireworks to do a lot of damage. Or fireworks are either, like, one-and-done type weapons early on, and even when you get a weapon like my jackhammer here, so the thing about how ammo usage works in this game, low ammo usage just means how many shots can you... Ammo usage is basically how many shots can be fired before you actually consume ammo. Jackhammer has very low ammo usage, so I can actually fire quite a bit before it actually lowers my ammo count. Same with, like, the toaster, by the way, talking about that weapon. Also, I don't know, like, how many other types of games you play, but my biggest advice, again, is going to be break everything. Just literally break every breakable object you can find. It gets you more ammo, more health, more pearls to buy stuff. Like, there is no reason to not break everything. This game does have an overshield mechanic. If you pick up health when you're already at full, it will give you a temporary overshield that will tick down. I think the overshield caps at double your health, but you'll rarely ever reach that high.
So if you pick up extra health, it doesn't go to waste under circumstance. I say under circumstance. Like, if you pick it up when there's no enemies around, it can tick out before. But likelihood is you're probably not going to end up using it much anyway. What's this? Oh, is that a Splatoon gun? That's a Splatoon sniper. Like this, the jackhammer can't crit, but it has a small AoE, which most fully automatic weapons do not have. Okay, where am I versus where is the fuck is this upgrade? Oh, I'm out of ammo. Do I have to climb higher into the tree, maybe? I'd also like an item that can help you track down locations of shit. Like, if you get close to a chest, like maybe the chest will, you'll get an indicator that, hey, there's a chest nearby or something. It would be nice to be able to keep track of this shit. There it is. More soapy water. It honestly, a look at that, it makes me feel like I have I've missed stuff, but I've gone through every level to reclaim every upgrade that is in the levels. So, I'm pretty sure I've not missed stuff. Things are just fucking out of whack. I'm terrified. There was one level where a giant fish was swimming around the water, and if you stayed in the water for too long, the fish would come and just insta-kill you. And ever since that level, I've been fucking terrified of swimming in certain areas of water in the game. There's one area, was it like the Boreal Sea, where it was an entire Arctic, like, ocean area, and I was so fucking terrified of swimming in the water because it just felt like there was, like, something there to kill me, but there wasn't. Well, it's also an environmental thing. Like, if I'm going into a frozen Arctic lake, I don't trust, like, not even counting actual IRL hypothermia, but, like, I know for a fact that Arctic oceans contain a lot of things that would like to eat me. And like here we're in a cursed forest. You're not telling me? Like if there's zombies around, you're not gonna there's no way you'd have to convince me to say like there's some type of like mutant fish in the water. Like it's a fucking Kim Possible episode or something like that.
scary out here.
He seems so, like, such an out-of-place tourist.
Then again, I have no choice but to keep going.
Took all my shit? So that's why there's so many equipment markers in this area, because you have to get it all back. Well, good thing I know how to kickbox. There's only 5 ammo in this thing. Are you fucking kidding me? More foam ammo. I don't like scary games, so like not exactly feeling comfortable right now. Where do I go? I also hate when games are too dark to see. This level has been the worst for it right now. I think I need to look for keys. Oh, here we go. That does, like, no damage. Oh, is this supposed to be like Resident Evil where you have very limited ammo and headshots will kill? This is 100% Resident Evil. I've not played the original Resident Evil, but my roommate has, and he talks about how much he loves it, and like the idea that you have to knife through a lot of the game to because otherwise you'll make it to the boss with you'll just make it to the boss with no no ammo, and then you just kind of have to melee the boss. appreciate the soapy water, even though, like... Just a sec. There is an upgrade in this area, by the way. I don't like how it takes 2 shots to, like, at least 2 shots. Like, I don't know why. Might just have to melee them. I guess as long as there's only one zombie, I can kind of handle it. Oh my god, I got my water pistol back. No, and with Carol's personality being what it is... There's the level 2 key. Oh god! I jumped. I was waiting for them to attack me, but... Punch those ghosts! Well, I saw them in the room. I just didn't know when they were going to attack me. Fuck off. Okay, we're good. Well, at the very least, I now have renewable damage. Since I just grabbed the axe. The fuck? The fuck are you? Well, whatever it was, it dropped something I needed. Oh my god. Waste all the ammo. Alright, see you later, Lily. Thanks for dropping by. My entire schedule is going to change. I got full time, so I'm going to go to mornings soon. So I might be able to actually watch some of your streams before I head to work. Because I have to wake up at 2. Why do I still have the nuclear broccoli test? It wasn't this room. This is where you get the Beat you up, beat you up. Oh, more ghosts. Oh no. Why is it not throwing the fucking axe? Move! Oh my god. So, despite picking up the axe and the thing, they're not working. So I picked up sidearms that don't do anything. Poster, let's go. I can burn them now. Does the stamina upgrade is underground? The only information I have. I'm glad I can still glide even though I don't have my umbrella. There, perfect. Seems ghosts have less health. Yeah, this is 100% a Resident Evil level. Oh wow, I'm capped. I'm surprised it doesn't have me go out the window there for something.
Having a lot of ranged zombies is helping because I basically get to maintain ammo better. There's the last key. Okay, what's gonna happen now? Nothing? I was honestly anticipating something. Oh, Doc's rifle. Alright, there's the next medallion. Door's gonna be locked. Oh no. An actual vampire? You know what would be great? An offhand that could burn. Man, if only I had one of those, huh? The good thing chainsaw is the only energy weapon I have.
Come on. I just want to save. Oh, I get my health back too. I'm gonna go to main menu and see if this fixes my fucking offhands, because this is really irritating. Snack break. Alright. Huh? Well, that's an oversight. So I had a bug where none of my weapons worked. Where none of my gadgets were working, so I reset and I have all my weapons again. Yeah, you don't like the jackhammer, that's for sure. Interestingly enough, though, that now gives me infinite ammo. Because I now have my, my hairdryer. Well, this is a huge bug. All I wanted to do is reset my fucking offhands. I didn't expect it to give me all my shit back. Okay, I need to head back to where the dogs broke through the windows. Hairdryer's actually really good on the zombies, too. This is actually kind of crazy. The fact that it's also infinite ammo is just like the chef's kiss. By the way, I should emphasize, I don't have any cheats on. Like, this is just a legitimate bug with the game. Let me heal back up. Yeah, having the hairdryer in here is going to be broken because it basically kind of defeats the whole purpose of Resident Evil, where you have limited ammo. Here's this. I'm assuming this is the greenhouse. Hairdryer is really only good against the zombies, though. For the ghosts, any other weapon is good.
feel like there's... Okay, what's spawning? I don't pick up those medallions for free. Apparently the upgrade is going to be down here. Is that supposed to get my weapons back by now? Like, I don't know, like, the logistics on that. Goodbye.
Goodbye. There's my stamina upgrade. And it's not the last upgrade of the level because we still have like half the map. We've like everything we've done so far is legitimately, can we not? Thank you. Everything we've done so far is legitimately just half the map. Like we've only done here, like this area down here, this, you know, we still have all of this that's uncovered. Down you go. Oh, we're back at the entrance. So I just took a weird convoluted way. It was supposed to go here, and then you turn left to get the stamina or right to keep going. I'm out of energy. Thank you. Hope it was worth it. Man, it's almost like I've already had them. Oh no. I've lost everything again. Well, we're gonna see if I can rectify that. So we're gonna backtrack to the save point. There's a chest over there. Save. And then go back to the menu, come back in, and see if it gives me all my shit back again. The fact that it worked once already tells me that I have good odds that it'll probably happen again. Well, this is loading. I'm gonna do something. All right, let's see. I don't think I'm gonna get this lucky though. No, it worked. Can I move? Can I move? WASD game! WASD! Back to the main menu. I'll probably call the stream after we finish this section here. Regardless of when it ends. I'm just kind of tired today. By the way, WASD, it wasn't just my Tartarus. Even my keyboard wasn't working.
Still can't move. We may have to call it here. I don't know. It says options. I don't know if this is an in-game thing, but... Oh, no. This is one of those things where, like, Google AI is looking at several different game sources of information. Apparently this is a known issue, and right now... Maybe? Alright. Can't wait to see it not work. Nothing works, by the way. All I can do is move the camera. Not a single button works. Like, all inputs are dead. This game legitimately may die in a fire until the next update. Like, basically, I can't play it until the game gets patched. I might have a solution, but I don't think it's gonna help. Because I think I know what the actual problem is. We're gonna try something. I think the problem is because I kind of paused and then logged out during the saving cutscene. Yep, control. Oh. Melee's working. The Y button. That's it, though. We're gonna try and quit game. Instead of just going to the main menu. Alright, let's hope this fixed it. Oh. Finally loading in. Alright, moment of truth. I can move again. Let's go. Phew! That was a close one. Fuck all of you. Give me health. Thank you. And here is this. Another save. Oh, and then there's a toy box. So I probably could have just automatically gotten all my shit back right here. Did the game just crash? No. Okay, good. One sec. I just want to pull my...
Hey, you! Give me back the book you stole from me! Huh?
This is supposed to be like Toho based because she kind of seems like Patchouli. Why is the Choco gun not working? Great, so I have a gun that's useless. This is absolutely a Toho fight. 100% a Toho fight. This is an interesting take on a 3D bullet hell.
Just die!
You're a pretty good fighter for a ghost.
Thank you, but I prefer reading.
About that, could you give me back the book you stole from me?
Oh, you mean the one about the Order of Shadows? I love the stories about their feats. My master was part of that order, you know?
Your master?
Yes, I mean I only serve him so that he'll let me access his marvelous library.
What's his name?
Sinistris. He was a prominent member of the Order of Shadows, which protected Crieria from the nightmare.
What's this nightmare anyway?
A nightmare is a being who has always existed, and has relentlessly tried to overwhelm Crieria. He can be contained, but he always ends up escaping. Whatever prison he's locked up in, he tirelessly gnaws at the walls that separate him from Crieria. To expand his corruption, he's merging dimensions into one single realm, the Crimson World.
Mm-hmm. Your master worked with Aeon once, right?
He did, yes. But they had some disagreements, I think.
You think? You do seem to know a lot of things.
If something's not in a book, it doesn't hold much interest for me.
Why did they stop working together?
Through the ages, many methods have been tried against the nightmare. The Order of Shadows used ancient artifacts called dream catchers to repel him. It seems Aeon and the others preferred to try to contain him. My master decided to try to control him, but that wasn't to everyone's liking.
My good friend Blueberry left to ask him a few questions, but I fear...
Oh dear, I wouldn't bet on his chances.
Huh?
I'm off to read now. Goodbye.
Hold on tight, Blubby! I'm coming to save you! Again!
My prince, on your right!
This seems to be the end of it.
I think that was the last one. Let's hurry. There's a long way to go before we reach my uncle's castle.
I hope Carol is doing okay.
Don't worry about her. I've seen her fight many times.
Oh dear, I think they're coming back.
Go ahead, my prince. We're behind you.
Wait, what? I don't know how long this is gonna last for. You know what, I might just call it here. I know it's a shorter stream, but I still have some things I'm working on, and I'd like to just get them all finished up and dealt with. So I apologize for this. I didn't expect things to take this long, and didn't expect to add more to my plate, but alright, so tomorrow we'll do more Onirism. I want to just try and get this game wrapped up as best we can. So with that said, my name is Daimien Kamiya, I'm the Omni King. If you're a friend, foe, or member of the Omni Council, I'll see you later. Goodbye, everyone.